G'day, I'm Paul. Volvo is known for its safe cars and cool styling, but what are their infotainment systems like? Well, today I'm going to take you through a detailed review of the 9-inch portrait screen infotainment system used throughout the Volvo range. So let's get stuck into it. Volvo's gone down the path of the portrait screen to afford them a litvo bit more space when it comes to stacking applications, and then you can control it just as a touchscreen, or beneath it you have the ability to go up and down with volume and then play and pause, and then you also have a shortcut button at the bottom that takes you back to this home screen. The home screen's stacked in a way where you have navigation at the top, radio, and then your phone pairing. You can then maximize each of these. So if I click on the maximize button for navigation, it makes that take up most of the screen. It's a fairly quick system, moves around easily. You can switch between 2D and 3D modes. There's a compass up the top there as well. And then you have additional functions such as the ability to set destinations using a number of different fields. You can select points of interest, or what you can do is search for them by name using the keyboard. Alternatively, you can write things in like that, or you can go down the path of putting a full address in the traditional way. On the home screen, you also have the ability to swipe down from the top to get access to the car's settings, the navigation settings, or the radio settings, depending on which context menu you're in, plus the owner's manual. I'll show you what that looks like quickly. So it's an interactive manual. Once it loads, you're able to jump through to different sections. So for example, if we want to have a look at the exterior, we want to have a look at the headlights, this will tell you how to replace the bulbs. So it's a good way to remove the need for a physical manual. Everything is built into the screen. We'll jump over to radio. The car comes standard with AM, FM, DAB plus digital radio, plus the ability to store data and then stream from your phone as well. In terms of phone connectivity, you have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are both paired using a cable. There's no wireless linking system. I'll show you what that looks like. The integration isn't that special. So the downside to the portrait screen means that Apple CarPlay, which is natively a widescreen function, looks a little bit compact and squeezed in there, and you can see it kind of looks a little bit awkward. There's no real easy way around that while you do have a portrait screen. You can swipe to the left. This brings up the rest of your settings for the radio, and then allows you to go to the apps that are built into the car. You can then add apps as well. These all need data functionality, so you need to pair the car to a data device such as your phone for them to work, but it is handy having stuff like Spotify if you don't have a phone capable of smartphone mirroring. Inside here you will find the ability to look at the car's status, so these are any error messages the car's producing, whether the car's oil levels and things are right, they all appear when the car is on. Same with tyre pressure monitoring. And then there's another feature here, which is your driver performance, what kind of fuel economy you've been achieving, and then you can customize what that graph looks like as well. There's another section here if you swipe all the way across to the right. This is where you can set all your safety aids, so switching stability control on and off, and then features like your lane keeping assistant, how far the distance alert will come on, the stop-start system, and then you're able to activate the camera. Drop the headrests from here, which is pretty cool. There's also a reduced guard here, so if you are parking the car somewhere with the windows down, the alarm will go off if it detects movement inside the car. By hitting that button, the alarm won't do anything, so it means you can leave your pet in the car if you have to, although I think you're meant to leave your pet in the car, but whatever scenario it is where stuff's going to be moving inside the car when it's locked. And then you can also change the cornering lights and a couple of other sort of bits and pieces there as well. So it is a really good infotainment system. The only thing I don't like, and I've had to start the car here to show you this, is that adjusting temperatures while you're driving is a little tricky. So pretend you're driving here, you've got to move that up and down, and if you want to try and sort of nail your temperature, you're taking your eyes off the road. There isn't just a swivel, which I'm not really a big fan of, because it means that you do need to get your attention away from the task of driving to do something as simple as changing the temperature. While the car's still on, I'll show you here the settings menu that allows us to adjust what's displayed ahead of the driver. So if we jump into the My Car menu, you can change the themes on the display ahead of the driver. So you can go minimalistic, performance, chrome rings. Then you can also change the display theme over here. That automatically switches between day and night as required. And then you can also change the contents of the display. So if we go into here, you can change it to show the map in the center, which is what we have now. You can change it to show the current media, or to show nothing at all, just so you get the speedometer there. And then finally here in the settings menu, You can adjust the rest of the car's features. One that I like though is if you come down to communication, the ability to set the car up as a Wi-Fi hotspot so your other passengers in the car can connect to the car's Wi-Fi system and share one connection instead of all having to have data. Pretty useful if you've got kids that have iPads and other connected devices. If you found this video useful, I'd love it if you could hit the like button and follow it up with a subscribe, and also press the bell icon so you can get notified every single time we publish a new review. Also check out some of the other videos that we've published. We have a stack of really cool content there, and let us know in the comments below whether you're driving a Volvo and whether you like this infotainment system. But until next time, take it easy.